All right. Welcome into Between the Pilots. I'm John Camacho,
and this is Jacob Waters.
And you look a little wet.
I'm a little wet.
Yeah,
a little cold. I fulfilled my end of the ice bucket challenge that we did. So yours is coming up soon, and he's going to be paying out.
Well, before we get let's cut to that right now. We did it right before recording, so this was Jacob doing the ice bucket challenge. Here you go. And we're back. Great stuff.
It was cold, man. It was.
Really
you did
great
good
stuff.
with it. Sitting Indian style was not the move because it just sat with me. I just became water.
I didn't.
For a minute.
So part of the challenge that I didn't realize, like, that was easily the best one to win for me because I actually got to pour it on you.
Yeah.
So that was like a double whammy. Like, I mean, I have to eat baby food.
And it's turkey dinner flavor. So.
Yeah. So you're welcome, all the babies that were behind a case of baby food for.
Yes.
This is for you.
I hope it tastes horrible.
Of
course, we have new challenges coming at you this week. We're going to
I just got a smell of it.
Good. Recap some of the games and go forward in next week and talk about it.
And if you are subscribed to the channel, we're going to post me doing the gritty on stage at work. I'm going to do that tonight as I'm recording it. So we'll have a chance to do it. It's going to be terrible. We'll throw that up as like a YouTube short. So I did lose that bet as well. So those are the 3 bets that we owe.
I'm excited for that one.
Last week. I don't like... I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna need like a detailed explanation on how to do the gritty.
Look up Kirk Cousins doing it, and that's the best. That's the best one. I would say. That's the example you should try to.
I'm going for Mike Gesicki. You remember Mike Gesicki?
He kind of did a goofy one too.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the Mike Gesicki. Silly, like real quick, real easy. But it'll be fun. I was supposed to do it last night, but we got weird at work. I didn't get a chance to, which is good because you didn't work last night. So I'm glad you actually get to be there for it. All right, so with the baby food, we never stipulated. Do I have to like just scarf it down right now? Like,
by the end of the pod, that needs to be finished. You can do it in any manner you'd like, but the jar needs to be finished,
like cleaned out.
Yeah.
Okay. No, yeah. I like how you're consistently getting yes, ice bucket probably sucked worse, but it's over.
We're 3 for 3 now with me having the challenge that sucks. It does suck. I've had to do ice bucket. I've had to do mayo. And I had to do the eggs. Eggs, by far, was the worst so far. Mm-hmm. All 3 of mine, though, over pretty quick. Mm-hmm. All 3 of yours last the entirety of the...
I still don't know how you can say eggs was worse than ice bucket.
Eggs was bad, dude.
You poured bourbon in it. That didn't help.
It was my own fault. I made it worse. It was not good, though. Ugh.
Yeah, that was the same week I had to do the chip, and that lasted way longer. That was easily the
worst.
We
hit it hard
one.
week one.
Yeah, that was the worst one for us. All right, so we'll talk some football, talk some games before we get into the actual games. Any news or notes or college stuff? We have it's the third weekend in October.
Yeah, it's just a regular college day, right?
Well, no, it's Alabama UT, and I don't know. We never really talk college here, but like could actually be a good game for once.
Yeah, I think it is definitely going to be a good game. Bama having to go to Neyland is the big difference maker here. UT's got a lot of playmakers. Bama's kind of been struggling. They've had some lulls lately. Bryce Young is coming back, though, and I do think he is the ultimate difference maker in that offense.
No way to know for sure, though. Bryce Young was supposed to be there last week.
We'll see. I think in order for Bama to win, Bryce has to play. Yeah,
I agree.
Bama 8-point favorites, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I had to bet, I would take UT.
How do you? But I think the thing is, I don't think that line is representative of how much better Bama is. I think that line is just representative of like Vegas can't afford to make that line any lower.
You're right. No,
because all the money would be on Bama if it was under 7.
I do think UT though, you know what I mean? they're a very good team. They're a lot better than the normal. Oh, we're back every single year thing that their fans tend to lean on. They really are. I do really think that they are on the up and up.
Wait, they're back.
Yes, they're back. I do think that they are. Georgia's come out pretty slow at times, you know, and assuming if UT can get over this, which we'll see it. I mean, I saw that the athletic director already ordered an extra set of goalposts. So is that kind of counting your chickens before they hatch or what? I don't know. I mean, but we'll see how it goes. Take a bite. Take your first bite.
I really don't want to do this. God, so much. I didn't realize how big a jar of baby food was. I really didn't.
You got to feed them.
I mean...
You gotta feed them.
Yeah, no, I'm not denying you have to feed them. I've built this up so bad in my head. Oh, God.
It's probably not bad, bro.
It's probably gonna, yeah.
We feed this to just small humans. Like, there's no way it's bad. Go for it. Yes. Oh, God. You're kidding. Oh my God, motherfucker. He just threw up. He just threw up.
What's up, guys?
So you gotta eat the whole jar. And you're 0 for 1 on bites right now. Listen, if I'm your game script manager here, I'm gonna be like, listen, bro, it cannot get any worse than that, you know. You just threw a pick 6 on your first pass. Was it bad? I feel stupid asking that, but I enjoyed it.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah. What did it taste like? Mush?
Yeah. I mean, it could have been worse. I don't think it could have been worse.
Maybe the next bite's worse. I don't know.
I'm trying to talk myself into this.
You have to.
Dude, I literally, the second it hit my mouth, I was like
yeah.
couldn't.
It's probably a texture thing. I know that texture.
Yeah, the texture wasn't great. All right. Yeah, well, I get to, at least I'm halfway through, right?
Something like that.
God damn it.
We're going to find some new challenges, though, for you guys. So, me being soaking wet and John throwing up hopefully does it for you.
All right. Well, let's get into the games. I'm going to let you start it off here.
Well, weird to start with this one, but it's the Washington Commanders taking on the Chicago Bears. That is tonight. I'm sure I know this pod will be coming out after the game. I expect this to be a snooze fest. I cannot give you a winner. This is a coin flip game. If I had to pick, I'm going to take Chicago just because of the stats that favor the home team on Thursday nights. But there's no rhyme or reason as to where this game's going to be.
Nothing more to say about it. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Bucks are hitting the nice easy part of their schedule. Got the Falcons last week. Get the Steelers this week. They were by 8.5. On the road.
I would feel comfortable taking the Bucks to cover here too.
Yeah,
I think it's a gauntlet for the Steelers, and it's really unfair.
In a tough spot. Yeah.
Mike Tomlin's going to have to pull out every trick he has ever known as a coach to get this team to a winning record. Because from what I understand, he's never had one, right? Losing record.
Yeah, he's never had a losing record.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I mean, Kenny Pickett's playing well. I mean, I don't think this is a Kenny Pickett problem. It's an offensive line problem. Can't really run the ball problem. The defense isn't that good either without TJ Watt. It's a completely different defense.
Yeah, and having to play 2 top 5 teams in a row, I would say.
Yeah, that's not
Bucks
that's
maybe
not
just
easier
out of that,
either.
Yeah.
It's a team. This is probably a game I would tease. Probably I would probably tease that up to get like 15 points on it. Like that's something I would consider, but beyond that, would definitely never bet on it. Jaguars, Colts, man, this is one incredibly disappointing team and one team that I had hoped for early on, and now I'm starting to get disappointed again with the Jaguars.
Came out very flat against the Texans in a game where it was like that was their chance to say we're going to get a 2-game jump on anybody else in this division.
that was their chance to really take the lead of the division. And now, I mean, for a couple of weeks, I was saying the Jags were the best team in the division. Now I got to go back and look at the Titans and say, no, it's probably still the Titans right now. Not that the Titans are good; they're a first out in the playoffs type of team if they win that division. But yeah, no, I agree. Again, a game I can't bet on. I mean, there's no way.
I would take the Colts. That's just assuming that the Jags got them down in Duval land. So like Indy's got to get one, right?
Yeah, agreed. Bengals Saints is another one. I mean, a lot of really low. I mean, again, this is a teaser's paradise in my opinion, because the Saints are 1.5 point dogs, and I could get that 7 points on that. I think this is another coin flip game. Bengals offense is stagnant. Offensive line is terrible, and honestly, the play calling, the route tree for guys like Jamar Chase, it's very simple, and that goes to the scheme a little bit. Saints defense is still good, and I mean Saints offense isn't good, but I mean we've seen him put up points last week. Put up 39 points.
Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill's exciting. He's my tight end in fantasy now.
Yeah, no, I picked him up in a league. It's wild to think that you can play a guy and him do 6 different positions on the field.
Yeah,
that's how it goes though. He's electric on a team where with all the injuries, that is kind of what his role is to just rise up whenever. No guarantee Jameis is playing. No. So it could be Andy Dalton having to do it again.
Does it matter that much? Do you think?
No, probably not. With the way that the scheme goes, Michael Thomas is assuming he's going to be back. I would take the Bengals here, though. I really would.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. Again, I have really no feel for this game. I think if I was forced to take one, I would take the Saints. Saints bailed me out last week, so like I think I wouldn't have a problem taking the Saints. But to me, script wise, yeah, the Bengals are probably the better team, but they're just not playing very well right now. So it's like I have a hard time knowing one way or the other what's going to happen there.
I get that.
Move right along. Jets, Packers. Jets are 7-point dogs against the Packers,
coming off of an exciting win.
Yep. Against so exciting win, yes. They were playing a third string quarterback. The score of the game. I'm sorry, I'm a Dolphins fan.
No.
Like,
listen,
I'm not trying to. Like we lost. I get it. They played very well. There's a lot to be excited for the Jets. But like the game kind of got out of hand. It was a close game for 3 quarters, and it got out of hand. There was a strip sack fumble. The score was not as one sided as the game was not as one sided as the score would have you think. It just kind of fell that way when a team that really couldn't move the ball with a third string quarterback. So I don't know. I'm not like as high on the Jets as I think everybody else is coming off that win. At the same time, I would take the Jets +7 right now over the Packers, mainly because Packers are coming off a London game, didn't get a bye, so I mean their schedule is going to be out of whack.
What a way to lose that game too. Giants scoring 20 unanswered points. Yeah. Packers looked like they were just going to steamroll over them. Mm-hmm. It is officially, and I know I said it after the Viking Saints one, officially drilled it in my head. I promise I will never bet on a London game again because I am 0 for 2 in horrible fashion too. Like it's just like, come on.
I will, but I will only take the underdog. I will only ever if I love the underdog in a London game. That's the only way I'm going with it. I'm a conspiracy guy.
I think that they are trying to add some excitement to these games and to get it over there.
My thing is, I don't think. If they were doing that, they wouldn't have started this year. London games have historically sucked.
Yeah,
like, that's kind of where I look at it.
And they always send this was only like the 3rd time ever that the teams had a winning record, both of them. So historically, they get Jacksonville.
Yeah,
and that's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jacks fans over in London.
They've been trying to force them over there for years. That's how it goes. But no bet on that one.
Would you take Packers?
Not at 7.
What do you want the Packers at?
Give me Packers 4. Too low?
Yeah, I think so. Because I would have said 6.5. If they win by 7, I would have given it to you. I would have given the push to you.
I think the Jets have been playing very, very good, and they're going to keep it close.
Fair enough. Patriots Browns. Browns are only favored by 2.5. I think this is a Browns game. I mean, Browns are going to win this game, in my opinion.
I'm okay. I would take the Patriots.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
But I want more points than 2.5.
Listen, Vegas said 2.5. I don't know why.
I just want you to move it a little bit and give me 3.5 for them. I do because you have it's Bailey Zappi gonna be making the start here.
Yeah,
Browns should kill him.
Undefeated Bailey Zappi.
Undefeated Bailey Zappi.
I mean, probably the best quarterback in the league.
It is a Bill Belichick led defense though, and they came out. I thought that was a game where the Lions should have put up a little bit more something. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that hurt the whole team. Like that was pretty rough. They got shut out.
Yeah.
So.
I think this is a Browns team that can stay. I'll do 3.5. I'll go over the 3-point number. I don't love doing that, but I will do it for you, buddy. What are we betting on that?
Oh God, we have two bets just sitting here.
We got two good ones. All right. We haven't come up with a third one. I don't know if we're going to end up doing a third one. Might have to do baby food because this one sucks really bad. And
is that a bad one?
Struggling. Yeah,
well,
I'm struggling.
I mean, I'm sure at some point we do this long enough, we'll have the Hall of Fame where we can bring him back, and like revenge tour, I guess. Yeah. But oh god,
I could not do baby food.
That doesn't look good. You need to actually get this one down, though.
Yeah,
you need to get this one down.
Right, I'm gonna take like a shot.
I'll give you a moment of silence with it. Yeah.
God damn. All right.
I'll take Patriots 3.5. I'm okay there. I think it'll be a close.
What do you want to bet on it?
Let's do the Tabasco shot.
I love it. Dude, guys, everybody needs to be rooting for me on this one. All right, in the Between the Spot Pylons fan base, like, trust me, I've watched Jacob do a Tabasco shot. It is priceless. You need to really be rooting for the Browns. You need to be rooting for the Browns because I'll do a Tabasco shot. It's fine. I'm not gonna love it, but if you, oh god, I hope you lose that one.
It hurts.
Yeah, it
hurts.
It fucking hurts.
It is not pleasant.
Do we put a little water with it?
I might dilute it. I might give him the opportunity.
I'll let you do whatever you want. Oh my god! All right, I gotta get this down.
I'm just letting the silence sit on this one. Ooh, that does not look good, Mushy.
Oh my god!
Good job.
Oh my god! That is
Minnesota Vikings have to go down to Miami. Skylar Thompson's going to make his first start.
Our teams are playing each other.
Our teams are playing each other. Definitely not at full strength, so I have the advantage here. I'm happy about it.
Cannot believe that line's only 3.5.
Wild, isn't it? Against Skylar, that's disrespectful. Honestly, we're averaging 28 points a game. Listen, I know defense has had its issues, but we're talking third string quarterback who hardly ever gets time with the ones right now.
Versus a defense that has really honestly struggled with big plays. They've given up big plays to pretty much every team they've played so far this year. And I mean, the Vikings
probably going to hit.
I'm talking about the Dolphins giving up big plays. I think it's a Justin Jefferson game for sure. Which they might try and shut him down, but it might be a Thielen game. I don't know.
Either way, though, the offense does have enough folds to where it could be a Dalvin game. Yeah. It could be a JJ game. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, listen, I've already marked this in the L column for the Dolphins. I'm excited. I hope you'll watch it with me because I mean it'll be a fun one. But yeah, no, that's I don't want to bet on it.
No. I mean, of course I would take my Vikings. How pumped would you be if they come out with a victory here, though?
We need it. And the thing is, I think last week's game goes very, very different if Teddy Bridgewater is allowed to come back in that game. Very fucking weird he wasn't. I mean, he barely hit his head.
You know how the rules are right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's Tua's fault, really. I mean, if he goes out in the Bills game, these rules never change. I mean, that's there's no other way to say it. I don't know. He's getting at least a full week of practice. It's cool of the coach to not wait until last second to decide. He just says, "Hey, third stringer, you got all the snaps. We're not fucking around.
Yeah,
give you every opportunity to prepare.
Kind of have to now.
And I like
eye
that.
Is watching them and how they handle it. It's
it sucks that it's becoming more of an optics thing than a football decision making. Because I'm sorry, like Tua's out there practicing. They're saying Teddy Bridgewater should be cleared to play and will be the backup to the third string rookie quarterback. So it's just
if he has
all
to go
optics,
back up
man.
and then go in,
it's just all optics. I don't know. It is what it is. I understand the situation. The optics of the situation were terrible. So you're trying to kind of backpedal on it. It's early in the season. We have plenty of time to get things right and get back on full. So I'm not like stressed about the Dolphins season as a whole. It just sucks to be in this kind of weird let's get healthy, man. I don't know. If we don't play any of the guys that have been hurt for a while, take an L on the chin this week and get back to, I don't know.
I really want it. We're 4-1, so I mean, going to 5-1 and control the division would be cool.
You're 4-1. Wow.
First time Kirk Cousins led team has ever been 4-1.
Wow.
Let's go. That's what we paid for 6 years ago or whatever it was.
Ravens Giants.
Ravens got to kill them, right?
I mean, I'll take the Giants.
I know,
6.
And that's the thing is every time that you think the Giants are going to lose, this team's 4-1 now.
Yeah.
Shocked to say the least.
It's a well coached football team. There's no other way to say it. It's a really well coached.
They have a lot of young guys on defense who are getting after it. They're buying into the system. Daniel Jones, listen, all the naysayers out there, he doesn't make a lot of just genius moves sometimes, but he's running the system well. Yeah. His play action efficiency is through the roof. He's able to do that when you have a guy like Saquon, who is the total yards leader in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Yeah.
But I do think the Ravens.
I agree. Listen, I agree. The Ravens are more talented. I will say I do feel like the Ravens are playing down to their opponent a little bit. I think, I would look at the Ravens D line, which isn't special, versus a Giants offensive line, which isn't great either. And I think that could be an advantage to a Giants team that, if you have a good D line versus a bad O line, that's a huge, that affects your entire offense. The Giants might be able to get some things going actually with the really they're not great on the back end either. Giants the Ravens defense just isn't that good, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would you move it to 7? Would you? Or I guess got to win by more than 7.
I couldn't because I know what the Giants are capable of.
Yeah.
And every single time I've bet against them so far, they have not only covered, they've won.
Yeah.
Just outright. So I don't know.
We
might be able to go back to that one. Yeah, we'll
hold on. We'll think about it. 49ers at Falcons. 49ers favored by 5.5.
Hammer 49ers.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to think of I
just don't feel comfortable with the
Falcons. Falcons are what, 5-0 covering?
Did they get it
against
done?
the spread?
Did they get it done
they
last
covered.
week?
Yeah, they backdoor covered last week too. I don't know. Is this the week?
Undefeated against it. Would you like to try?
Nah, I don't want to bet on the one week it doesn't happen. Maybe. I don't. This is one I do think we'll end up betting on. Panthers, Rams.
So you're going to take the Panthers on the belief that
exactly
just firing Matt Rule, a lot of times those teams come out swinging.
Yeah. And the Rams aren't good. The Rams aren't 10 points better than anybody in the league, I don't think.
No, the Rams tremendously been struggling. They really just lost to the Cooper Rush-led Cowboys.
Yeah, the offensive line is bad. The defense is kind of one-dimensional. It's got a couple good pieces, but it's not as good as it was last year. And Allen Robinson, he's slow. He's not good. I traded him for a 16th round pick.
They're not able to establish the run game, and then from there, if Cooper Kupp isn't able to make the amazing play, route running, whatever it is that he can do, they get put behind the chains, and they're just struggling. And at that point, they're just really just back there throwing the ball left and right. I don't know. Panthers are not good. I do not think they're good. Baker Mayfield has been atrocious. They're saying that P.J. Walker could get the start here. So I don't really know how to evaluate that with the Rams. But, I thought the Rams would come through and just demolish the Cowboys, get back on track, kind of slow start. This was their go at it. Cowboys controlled and dominated that game with the Rams.
Absolutely.
It was wild.
So are you going?
No, you'd have to lower it for me.
9.5.
Now, what? You gave me a half?
8.5.
No.
7.5.
I would do the 6.5.
No, I need that 7. I'm not going across 7.
All right. I'll no. Put a pin in it. All right. Put a pin in it.
Just so I do kind of want to put together a little
that's a hard
teaser.
One. Yeah,
I'm gonna put some picks for my teaser too. All right, Cardinals, Seahawks. Cardinals favored by 3 points. I would not have guessed this would be the line coming into the season. Seahawks are 3-point dogs at home against a Cardinals team that has been struggling a little bit. Showed up late in last week's game and had a chance to win.
Sliding before the first down though, and leading to that kick.
I'm so look. You've been on this for a long time with Kyler. You nailed it, man. Coming out of college, you didn't like him coming out. You knew the talent. You never really talked shit about the talent, but you just didn't like the person that much. And I'm sorry, it's stuff like that, and then all the stuff with the offseason. Dude, I don't really think you care about winning. I really don't. I think you care about being healthy and not getting hit more than winning. Because in that situation, in that moment, I get that you're a smaller quarterback. I get that you thought you had the first down, blah, blah, blah. You need every yard. You're playing for a field goal. Your kicker.
Backup kicker, too.
You have a backup kicker. You need every fucking yard. Take the hit, get the extra 3 or 4 yards. Obviously, it would have guaranteed a first down, but it would have, I don't know. It would have. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And then the worst part to me is after the game and doing the interview, he throws his coaches under the bus saying, "Oh, my coaches were telling me to down it in my ear. They're saying down it. So I did." And it's like, dude, take accountability.
Yeah, he definitely.
You thought you had the first down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Everything about his personality, from obviously 10,000 feet up. I don't know the person personally at all, obviously. I think he's a child. I just think he's one of those people that like he doesn't really take responsibility for himself. He's an incredibly talented guy who I don't think's ever really struggled in life. And you're starting to see him like have adversity for the first time, really, like real adversity where people around him are just as athletic and just as good as he is. And you're seeing him kind of fold mentally a little bit. I don't like him as a leader, and I don't really like him as a starting quarterback right now. As far as like the person behind them.
He's polarizing when it comes to what he's able to do on the field. And I think when everything is good and going great, he can be a top 5 player in the league. But with this team struggling with the things, the media, and I mean, he's in Arizona. We're not even talking about a crippling media environment by any means that other places have. Daniel Jones in the New York media, good God, man, he's had to
handles it like a man, too.
And he does, but he's had to answer some hella questions about it too. Kyler just kind of feels like he's diverting. You know, he throws it off and just shrugs it off and keeps going week by week.
I never lost a game in high school. You can't question my work ethic. Like,
that's
fuck off, man.
Yeah,
come on. I don't know. It's just shit like that.
It's immature, you know. At that
it
rate,
is.
So.
It really is. And again, I kind of got off topic with the personality. On the field, I don't care. Like, I know you're a smaller guy. I know you don't like to take hits. I'm good with it. But like Lamar Jackson, you know, false. We know Lamar's a little bit tougher of a human and bigger of a human, but like I think the stars of the league, all of them, they go and dive forward. Mahomes, Allen, obviously Allen, but you know, all of these like pseudo running quarterbacks that can move, that can do what he did in that play. Every single one of them fights for every single yard, especially knowing the situation. Like you're playing for the field goal. You don't have any timeouts. You're playing for the fucking field goal. I don't know. I just in that moment, it just makes no sense to me.
You take Seattle?
Yeah, fuck Cardinal. I'm just mad at Kyler. Fuck Kyler. I'll take Seahawks.
God, that's hard to do. Yeah. You move it to 2.5?
Nah, I'm keeping the line where it's at. I think, but I will take a real push. I will I'm fine with a real push. Like,
okay.
If it's 3, we don't know anything.
What's the other game? Scroll down because we have a few just real fast. I just want to get an eyeball look at them.
Yeah.
That gets back to Thursday. So that's
Monday night was this is the Monday night.
And then
game.
we have Cowboys Eagles.
How did the Broncos get so many freaking primetime games?
They were slated to be the guys.
I mean, they got the max. They got 5 primetime games. Like, I am so tired of Denver being on TV, being the only game on TV. Like, it's not fun football to watch at all. That's just annoying. They're Monday night. I think
a more fun bet for us would be the next game with Buffalo taking on Kansas City. I would take Buffalo, but that is if you're willing to take Mahomes there. I understand that is that's a hard price to pay.
They're both going to be up for that. I mean, that's going to be a great game. The fact that that's not the primetime Sunday night game is ridiculous to me.
They should have already flexed it.
I mean, they knew coming in this was going to be the game.
Move it all the time,
then of course Cowboys Eagles, which actually that's low key looking like a good game for once. But
good record too.
But why was
Dak's
that
not
Sunday?
back yet? Still a little weird. Kind of feel like they kept Dak back to be like, hey Cooper, go. Get demolished by the Eagles and watch him somehow come away with a win here.
The Eagles are due for a loss. I'm 100% like on the board. Like, I really thought it was happening last week, and it almost did.
If there's anyone that could be in that division, it gets weird.
For sure. I know you want the Bills, right?
Yeah, I would take Buffalo. Points.
You can give me 3.
I want to keep it where it's at.
What's the other bet? What bet were we going to
do? We have Arizona and Seattle.
No. What was the challenge?
Tabasco?
Yeah.
That's weird. How did we forget?
We had another one.
It was a good one.
Shit. What was it?
It was a good one.
We just came up with it. Oh God, this is great podcast.
It was a good one. Just keep.
Right. Well, I'm gonna eat some food here while you figure out.
Eat some baby food.
Eat some baby food while you figure out what the bet was.
I'm drawing a blank. I'm frozen. I'm cold.
You're cold.
I'm cold right now.
The thing is, challenges like this, I build it up in my head. It's like when I was younger and tried to take shots and sucked at taking shots because I just build it up as so much worse than it is.
Good stuff. How much more you got? No, stop. Oh, you got a lot. You got a lot left. Yep. You probably need to just go ahead and... We're at 28 minutes.
I mean, when we get into that final, I'm just literally going to...
Yeah.
Scarf it down. Oh, God. That sucks so bad.
What was the bet? We had the fast one, which is the Tabasco, and then there was one that would be like
that was gonna be a long. Yeah, it was gonna suck for longer. God, we talked about it so many. I don't remember.
Oh well, I really don't either.
Oh well. We're gonna come up with it. We'll come up with it off air. I might put a little disclaimer in the video because I know we'll remember it the second we get off camera.
I'm cold. That's why.
I'm eating baby
That's why
food.
I can't think of it.
Yeah. Okay. So I will do Chiefs Bills.
Okay, so we'll put it on the Bills. That's fine.
All right.
I don't think
for undisclosed bet.
Yeah, I don't think we have a third. Really?
We can't really even come up with our second, so I guess we'll.
Well, we have it though. We have it. That's
Yeah.
the thing is, it was a good one too. Whatever it was, it's gonna be a good one. Cowboys, Eagles. Cowboys 6.5 underdogs right here. Divisional game. Listen, Cooper Rush has been playing well. Not well enough to take the job from Dak. That's not happening by any means. But it is definitely a good thing Jerry Jones and the Cowboys organization know that they survived this stretch. Weaker stretch for what it is, but they survived it without Dak. If Dak can come back, be healthy, be the guy, there's a chance this team could start firing. They already are.
Yeah.
To that next level, though.
Can we all because I absolutely agree with what you said, but just like as a sports media in general, can we all take a step back and realize the quarterback isn't the entire team?
Yes.
There's 22 players on the field at any given time. So I don't understand why, Cooper Rush having a couple good games here. Oh, well, he needs to be the starter. Bailey Zappi, excuse me, for the Patriots. Wins a game. Oh, hey, maybe he should take over for.
He's the next Mac Jones.
Yeah, maybe he should be the next Mac Jones. And then Jared Goff, another one where it's we know what Jared Goff is. He has a couple of good games, and it's oh, well, maybe Jared Goff's the future. No, or even crazier, maybe Jared Goff is better than Matthew Stafford. I just don't get. I don't get the instant overreaction from fans. That's is this just your first year watching football? Is this your first, have you never paid attention to a season long sport before? There's ebbs and flows and everything, and the quarterback doesn't automatically just mean you're going to win the game. I think that's just
what people see though, unfortunately. You got to think these 32 quarterbacks are even the worst one right now QBR wise, Baker Mayfield, at one point number 1 overall pick, very talented guy. Take them in college, cream of the crop. Go to high school, even next level. They can have their day. Yeah. There can be schemes where they get some good passes off, or at the end of the day, it may not look like it, but statistically had a pretty solid outing at it. So I don't know. It's just a little different to see the Cowboys lines have been heavily affected with Dak being out too. I mean, yes, he's good, a lot better than Cooper Rush here, but Cowboys are still a serviceable team. I do think Eagles win. I would take Cowboys to cover though.
Yeah, I think I would too. I think the 6.5 is too much. That's a game I would love to tease.
Game that would just be it's going to come down to it.
I think it's a 1-score game at the end of the day. Yeah, no, I agree with that. We're on the same page. Broncos, Chargers, man, both just very disappointing, underwhelming teams so far this year. And I know it's a tough conference in general. So like these teams are going to play against some teams that we maybe thought weren't going to be as good, but they're close and you know, lose some close games like that. I say all that to say I would not bet on either of these. Chargers are favored by 4.5. I think gun to my head, I would say Chargers cover, but man, I don't want to bet on the Chargers.
Yeah, I would say Chargers. We've been expecting the Broncos to have not just a win, but and I remember the bet, by the way, a solid win at that too, and it just hasn't hit yet. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Looking at this even 2 weeks ago, I would say, damn, that's going to be a good Monday night game. Still could be. It's just, I don't know what's going on. Did you see what KJ Hamler? He was very upset and vocal about being upset on the last play of the game.
Yeah, he was
wide open. Yeah. And, you know, it's just, we've seen so many times now where it's like, what's Russ getting paid? Is it 45?
It's a shit ton, too much.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah. Look, I'm sold, man. I'm sold. Russ is not what he used to be. I think
Russ is cooked.
Russ is cooked. I don't know, man. And I guess we saw it a little bit last year and the past couple of years, but I attribute a lot of it to injury and not being on a great team and not loving the scheme around him. And now he comes here and it's like, okay, I'm not 100% sure on the scheme yet. I haven't gotten to that point where I can say, okay, this is a coaching staff issue or a schematics issue. I know that they're playing the same scheme that Aaron Rodgers plays. plays and Green Bay, and I loved that for the past couple of years. So it's hard for me to blame that on it. And then I look at him like, okay, well, he's less mobile and he's a smaller guy. And so what happens? Like, is he struggling to see down the middle of the field? Like, because that feels like where a lot of his biggest misses are. I don't know. I don't know. It's tough. Like, I don't even really have, we talk about personality a little bit. I don't really have a problem with the personality. I think a lot of people are piling on right now, and like,
he's a goober.
He absolutely is. That doesn't bother me though.
Like him after they lost that game, and he sneaks in that last little, all right, Broncos country, and then walks away and goes, let's ride. And it's just kind of like,
no, I get it. I'm not gonna sit here and defend the personality, but like, I doesn't. Still though,
he has all the qualities of what you would want in a franchise quarterback, being a leader. Exactly. Very nice guy. He does answer the media every way you'd like.
Strange that ex-teammates are kind of coming after him in the media though. That's one that I'm surprised by. Though.
And the Legion of Boom doesn't surprise me because they had a contractual thing where Pete Carroll, being a defensive mind too, had to pick. Mm-hmm. It was pay these guys on defense who arguably they feel won the championship.
Would have won 2 championships
versus the future that you could have with Russ. I mean, and a lot of them are coming out now saying, yeah, we kind of knew this all along, or blah blah blah. And it's like, you don't like to see when they do it. Richard Sherman being a big part of it, but I mean,
it's so true. Like Russell Wilson's prime Russell Wilson years, he didn't win a Super Bowl in those years. He didn't. I know he won a Super Bowl early on in his career. The defense won that first Super Bowl against the Broncos, I believe. I 100% believe that. Russell Wilson obviously was the starting quarterback and was playing well enough to be the starting quarterback, but he wasn't the star that he became a couple years farther into his career.
I'll listen to what Sherm says though about him being soft. They said in practice, because that defense is talking, trying to get in your head. It's what they do. And Pete wouldn't let them really get to Russ. He said, y'all aren't allowed, kind of tone it back just a little bit.
That's
so it's kind of, he felt like he was babied. And everyone else on the team wasn't held to that same, You
can't treat guys differently.
Yeah, exactly. And just being at a different standard there was hard for him. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that they're kind of coming out saying some stuff. You got to get to eating. While you do that, the other challenge, we got a period cramp simulator.
That's what it was.
So we're going to hook that up to you.
I can't believe I forgot.
During the podcast, and we are going to feel a menstruation cycle. So our uterine wall is going to shed.
It's going to be so funny to just randomly.
What do you mean randomly? I don't want to go like that. I want to feel it the whole time. I want it to slowly increase.
I want to be able. I want to have the control and just turn it up while you're talking about the Seahawks or some shit. I don't
want to go over 2 this week. I know that.
That's a bad week to lose.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing. I'm betting on the Chiefs.
Yep.
I'll take the Chiefs. It's. Where was the other game I took?
Patriots.
Wait,
you took Browns.
I was gonna say I didn't bet in the Patriots. Yeah, okay. All right.
Browns won last week, right? They're due for a.
They did win last week. Yeah.
Yeah, they're due for an L.
Yeah, they won a close one.
Patriots did too, though. So
that was No. Browns lost last week. Browns lost. I had them covering, so they covered. That's what I was thinking.
30-28.
That was the one where we should talk about that for a second. Did you see the Chargers going for it? On their it's 30-28. Chargers are up by 2 points, middle of the field, right? They're 45, whatever it is. They go for it on 4th and 1 and don't get it, and all they did was just run a little slant. They didn't even run the ball up the middle or anything that was high percentage. They ran a slant, which is fairly high percentage, but still. All the Browns needed was 15 to 20 yards to go for a field goal. They didn't get the 15, 20 yards. They weren't able to get there. But there's no scenario where you don't punt that ball.
They just tried to kill him.
And it was a minute and a half left in the game. They didn't have enough time to drive down the field. They didn't have the timeouts. They didn't have any reason to go for it there. It was the dumbest of dumb decisions that I've seen. It was worse than the week 1 Broncos decision to kick the long field goal. It was
kind of crazy to think though.
It really was.
The outcome stayed the same. You don't hear about it. That's just how it goes. That's how the media works.
No, but it didn't matter. That's the Chargers still won the game though.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying the Chargers did what they did and still got lucky.
Yes.
And won. If they lose,
everybody's
then we're hearing
about it. 100%.
That's 100%. The media. They're going to control what we get.
It was absolutely ridiculous. I'm getting to the point where I think Brandon Staley's the problem in LA.
Damn.
I've gotten there already.
With a star-studded roster like that.
It's too good of a team. How was their defense not dominant? I mean, there's too many pieces on that defense.
Fantasy 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't get it. How is their offense? I understand Keenan Allen isn't there. That's a big piece of their offense. But how is their offense as blah as it's been? I mean, it's just I don't know.
Herbert hasn't looked bad either.
No,
but
not
it's
at
just
all. But he's not. I don't know. Maybe he's just not taking that next step that we were expecting.
Is what you would want. Yeah, you were thinking he was already doing good, kind of like when Josh Allen started to really turn it around, and then he became boom the shit. He just not there yet. Go for it. Oh, God bless. Yeah. That's gross. That's good stuff. Oh, don't throw up. Don't throw up. Don't puke.
Oh, God.
How much more you got?
Too much.
Yeah, just go for it. You gotta drop it. We're almost done.
Oh, my God.
We're almost wrapped up.
Oh, my God.
Is there a third challenge you can think of off the top of your head, or are you good?
I'm fucking good. Jesus Christ.
Go ahead and finish it and wrap it up for us.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. This is awful. This is so bad.
Coming back at you next week. New challenges. I was able to dry off, sort of.
Do you want to pick some teasers while I'm struggling here?
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to mess around with it.
We'll take some dogs.
Yeah. By the way,
that's how we like building some teasers. Take some dogs.
Just bet the underdogs, because I fucked up last week. I had a 5-leg teaser. All of them hit very, very easily, except I took the Jaguars, who were at -7, to beat the Texans, and I teased it down to a 1-point game. Jaguars lose outright. Absolutely nuts. Yeah. Take the dogs. Most of these games, like, it's the most even. I don't know. I shouldn't even be talking here. I need to eat. But God.
You gotta eat, bro.
Oh, dude.
Eat up. Man, I like some of these a lot.
I feel bad for buying this for babies. I really do. This is awful.
You feel bad for the babies?
Yeah, they shouldn't have to eat this, dude.
So that is the teaser that I like right there, and I'm telling you, I like that a lot.
You gotta explain it to them.
So I have Carolina Panthers +16. We're buying 6 points right here. New Orleans Saints +7.5. 7.5 of the Bengals, so we're going past the touchdown line right there. When you can find these +1.5 ones and buy points to it, you throw yourself 2 thresholds over from the 3.5 to the 7.5. You're covered there. It's
and
a lot of
what
outs.
Vegas thinks is a coin flip game anyway,
Saints come out and win this game outright. It's not that far off on the odds. New York Jets +13 over the Packers. I do think that the Jets keep that close. Packers are having trouble scoring that many points to put games away. Giants +12 over the Ravens. We talked about that too. Giants always keep things close. It's not that bad. You're covered in garbage time there. +12. I'll take almost anyone +12. Maybe besides last week with the Steelers.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
And I purposely kept the Steelers off of this because they also fit the formula for what we like. But where is it at? It's they got beat bad last week, and it's the Bucks. I don't know. That's too scary. I like all these because there's a world where I see these teams upsetting.
Yeah.
Buying points were safe.
Yeah.
Last one is Seattle +9 over the Cardinals. Seattle at home. Yes, Rashad Penny's hurt and banged up, but I do think that he's out for the season, by the way, too.
Broken leg.
Yeah, out for the season. Kenneth Walker's season, though. Let's go. Geno Smith's playing pretty
I don't think it's that much of a. I mean, it's
could
a
end
loss,
up being.
obviously.
It's of course sucks for Rashad Penny, and I hope he gets better. Long term wise, though, this is why Seattle drafted Kenneth Walker, so it's time for him to go. Is baby food been the worst one for you so far?
The chip sucked.
Okay. I don't think that tastes that bad. I think you're doing good, yeah.
Have the last bite.
No, I'm okay. I'll take your word for it.
It's just, I don't understand how the jar just never ends.
Gotta feed them.
Yeah. All right.
Baby's gotta eat.
To honor.
All right, guys. Well, we thank you for watching. Enjoy the clips that we'll be putting in there.
I hate it.
John did so good.
Oh, God.
Next week's will be interesting. We'll see with the period cramp simulator. So, love it.
All right. Quick recap. We are doing Chiefs for the. I'm taking the Chiefs 2.5 +2.5 for the period cramp simulator, and I am taking the Browns against the Patriots
at 3
at 3 +3. For the Tabasco shot challenge. All right. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week. Peace.